So I completely forgot to talk about this earlier in the week. Well, actually yesterday when it was first announced, because at first I was like, is this real? Because I don't think this is real. But apparently, yeah, the news is official. For those who don't know, the CW has announced that they are in development of a Friday the 13th TV show. Let me say that again, Jason's going to be on the CW. Now, do I hate this idea? No. Am I kind of like, wow, CW, you really going for this, huh? Because here's the thing, Jason ain't Friday the 13th ain't exactly, how do I put this? It's not exactly kid-friendly. If I was to make a Friday the 13th TV show with Jason, I'd put it somewhere like HBO or Showtime, like the Ash vs. Evil Dead show. It's kind of funny, too, by the way, that we're getting all these horror-based TV shows nowadays. I find that hilarious that we're getting horror-based TV shows nowadays. You know, we're getting this, we have Ash vs. Evil Dead, we have MTV Scream, we've even got the Fox TV show Scream Queens coming soon. And, yeah, it's nice to see that, we're getting, superhero TV shows, and now we're getting, it looks like horror-based TV shows now, which I really like. We haven't had those in a while. I mean, shit, I want to say, like, it wasn't popular until it wasn't really... I mean, it's been around, don't get me wrong. There's been, like, supernatural, horror-based TV shows in the past, but I don't think it had never been really popular since late 80s, early 90s. But now it looks like we're getting a resurgence of that, and I really like that. But getting back to this Jason TV show, this will be a Friday the 13th TV show. This will focus on Jason. This will not be a reboot of the Friday the 13th series that was in the 80s, which actually had nothing to do with Jason. Yeah, I kind of was confused too. I had to look into it, and apparently it was just called Friday the 13th, but it had nothing to do... it was just called that because it was a totally different show. It just had the unfortunateness... it just was unfortunately around the same time that, Jason was very popular. So everyone just thought it was part of the show. I mean, it was part of the thing. But yeah, I think it's really cool, but here's the thing. How do you... Jason's probably going to be the only character that's around, you know what I mean? He's going to be the only main character, and Jason's not really a hard character to look at, He's not a hard character to, do, really. He's just a guy who, came back after his mom died, after he drowned in the lake, and he starts killing horny teenagers. That's pretty much it. I think what it would be cool of how to do this is, like, every season, you just follow these teenagers that go to Crystal Lake, and each season is a totally different group of teenagers that have to fight their way against Jason, and Jason just kills them horribly each season. But that's the thing, CW is a cable TV network, so these kills are going to be a little, how do I put this, censored. And not to say that's bad, as long as the writing's good, and, you make the kills interesting. But another thing that was brought up to my attention was that the creators of this show are, quote-unquote, reimagining Jason. Ugh. There's no point in rematch. Even the remake was like, yeah, we're just going to follow the same thing as we all know Jason to be. So, they haven't really said what this reimagining is. What I'm kind of thinking here is that what I think they're going to do is go for Jason when he was, like, back in the third movie, when he was still human, and all that. So, still make him human in, like, the first three movies. Like, Jason, all the way from Friday the 13th Part 2 to Final Chapter. So that's what I'm thinking, is that maybe they'll just make him human instead of, super, and just give him, like, really stealthy kills like he had in those past few ones. I don't think they'll, if that's what they're doing by reimagining, I hope they just don't make him like, oh, I can talk and now we can understand you, we can understand me. I don't want that. Yeah, and I think you can do all the cool character building and storytelling with the teenagers, depending on who you get for the teenagers, because we don't even know. All we know is that, I'm just swinging for the fences here, honestly, guys. I really am, because we don't know jack shit about this. All we know is that Jason's coming to CW, and I just was like, I'm a Friday the 13th fan. I want to talk about this. So I don't think they'll do anything stupid like give Jason a love interest. And I think it's a cool idea that, CW is trying to branch out and make themselves like a bigger network. I really do respect them for that, for like trying to make themselves a bigger network. I mean, now they have the DC CW universe, Supernatural's very popular. You've got, several other shows that are gaining popularity. But yeah, CW I think is really trying to get up there, and I think this is just more proof that, you know, they're trying to do more with that, you know what I mean? Having said that, though, I am kind of like nervous because, again, this is Jason. We kind of expect him to do horrible, bloody things to these people, depending on among other things. Also, I'm wondering, are they going to do like a revamped horror, revamped, what's the word I'm looking for? Revamped origin. The word got away from me. But yeah, is this going to be like a revamped origin, like how they're doing, you know, Hannibal and Bates Motel? Those are another 2 horror-based shows I totally forgot about when I was talking through the list. Yeah, is it going to be like that, in terms of, like, are we going to see the secret origin of Jason Voorhees? There's nothing really about that. There's no real secret origin to Jason. Dude was, you know, the dude was bullied by some kids, campers were fucking instead of watching him, he drowned, and boom, bing bang boom, we have Jason Voorhees. There you go. But again, this whole reimagining, I don't know if it's going to be an origin story, if it's just going to be each season, teenagers come in and, oh, here's Jason, stabbity stab stab. I don't know. Am I interested in this? Yes. Do I have my fears? Yeah. But I want to give them benefit of the doubt because I feel like, again, like I said, CW is trying their hardest to do, you know, to do more, you know? And I gotta give them credit for that. But yeah, this is, you know, Friday the 13th is, you know, has a major fan base behind it, so yeah. I can only imagine when we're gonna get a Texas Chainsaw Massacre TV show in this day and age, and wonder where that's gonna go. And how about another Nightmare on Elm Street TV show? You guys remember that, where Freddy just told, like, Tales from the Crypt stories, and then in later season he had his own show? I mean, well, own episodes, excuse me. So, yeah. I mean, there are so many ways this TV show could go, so you guys tell me, what do you guys think of the Friday the 13th TV show on CW? Do you guys like the idea? Do you guys hate the idea? And do you think it's going to be like an origin story? Or, you know, what do you think Jason's going to be like? Really curious to know what you guys think of all this. So, once again, hope you all enjoyed this. Can't wait to see what you guys have to say about this. And, yeah, I'm out.